I've just made these Latvian Biezpiena Cepumi cottage cheese biscuits, and once I give them to my family they won't last 5 minutes. So if you want to learn how to make them, stick around and watch this video. Welcome back friends, welcome back to the homestead. We're back in the kitchen today. As I've just said, we're making these cottage cheese biscuits, Biezpiena Cepumi. They're also known as geese feet in Latvian occasionally, so that would be Zors's tepo, I think, because it would be a paw. A goose's foot in Latvian is called a paw, like a cat or a dog. So yeah, anyway, also called that. They're absolutely delicious. They are very much kind of eat, crunch, swallow, repeat. So you grab one, you grab another one and another one. They disappear very quickly. If you've never seen these before, if you're watching from the UK or the States, honestly, they're brilliant. They're a real crowd pleaser. So bake them, especially with Christmas coming up, as well as the traditional pepper cookies. They'll be great. So the ingredients, very simply, sugar, flour, cottage cheese, butter, baking powder and an egg. You might need another egg or egg white for double coating them later if you want to. Quick note on the cottage cheese. This is the dry cottage cheese. We can get both the dry and the more liquidy version. If you use the more liquidy version, if that's all you can get, no problem. You just might need to put a bit more flour in it because of the more liquid content of the cottage cheese. Other than that, just follow the recipe and all will be well. So let's get straight on and making them, and then we'll go through that process and then look at how we shape them and form them. So first of all, we're going to add our flour, and we want about 250 grams as a base. Like I say, if you've got more of a liquid cottage cheese, you're going to need more. 1 whole egg, 150 grams of butter. You want it around room temperature as well, so it's quite soft. And then add our cottage cheese, and we want about 300 grams of cottage cheese, about 9% fat, somewhere around there, 7 to 9%, or whatever you can get really. Somewhere around 300 grams, a bit more, a bit less, doesn't really matter. Then put that in your mixer, or you can mix it by hand, but it's a lot easier with a mixer. And turn that on and let all those ingredients mix around. First of all, it will look like they'll never mix, never come together. But once the cottage cheese is all kind of compacted down, then it works great. And you can see it's not particularly sticky. It's almost rubbery in texture. And you were right in thinking there's no sugar, because the sugar is added on the outside at the end. That will make sense towards the end. But certainly there's no sugar in the dough mixture, and don't be tempted to put any in. What you can do is put some vanilla essence in if you want. That's down to personal preference really. Then just get the dough out on the table, and we're going to roll it out. I actually split the dough into two. I find it easier to manage that way and do 2 sets of the biscuits, and roll the dough out till it's about somewhere between sort of 3 to 5 millimeters thickness. Doesn't really matter, it can be a bit rough. That's the good thing about this recipe, is it's actually very forgiving in all aspects really. It's actually really easy to do. Put some sugar in a bowl, crush out any bits that have clumped together, and then we're going to start making the biscuits. And for that you need to get yourself a cutter, something around 7 to 10 centimeters, and you can either use a crimped edge or a straight edge. Crimped edge obviously gives it a bit more of a decorative feel to it, perhaps gives it that kind of goose feet feel to it. Take out your shapes and then dip them one side in the sugar, and then fold that side into each other. Dip them again into the sugar, or dip it again into the sugar, and then fold it again, that side into each other. So you've got sugar on the inside, not on the outside. Keep doing that with all the bits that you've cut out, and then you can re-roll the pastry, the dough, whatever you want to call it, mixture, and cut out more. And you can keep rolling that dough out as many times as you need to. It doesn't change it at all. Here's me quickly doing the other half of the dough. Very simple technique, very quick. Just put them all in a baking tray, put them in an oven. You can do 200 degrees for 20 minutes. This is quite a fierce gas oven, so we tend to do it quite low for longer. I like quite a light bake, and so do my family, but you can bake them until they are completely brown. That's completely up to you. But like I say, again, very forgiving bake. So mine tend to be slightly softer. They're not underbaked, but slightly softer. And then to double coat them with the sugar, what we need to do is to whisk up an egg white, and then we will brush all the biscuits with the egg white, so it's got a nice and sticky outside. If you're not happy with using a raw egg for doing this, then you don't need to do this side, or maybe you've got some other way of doing it, but this gives them a really nice finish, I think. And then once we've brushed all of those biscuits, we'll put them into a bowl, and they're quite sturdy, they won't break, and like normal biscuits, I suppose. And then we're going to cover them again in sugar, and this is basically, we're just going to completely cover them in sugar. So put the rest of the sugar that you've not used from the bowl into this bigger bowl, and then top it up with a bit more sugar as well, and then stir these biscuits around, or toss them around in the bowl. It doesn't matter, they're not going to break, like I say. They're pretty sturdy, and they'll all be lovely and coated. Now at this stage they're still a bit warm, they're obviously still a bit wet or damp from the egg white, so we're just going to put them to one side onto a tray to let the excess sugar fall off and let the biscuits completely dry, and then all be ready to eat. And that's it, all done. There's our Biezpiena biscuits, Cepumi, all ready to eat and enjoy. Thanks for watching the video. I hope you liked it. I look forward to seeing you in another one very soon.